In all our quizzes so far, we've been working with code blocks. Code blocks are a great tool for writing small snippets of code. But now we're tackling more complex problems, so we need a more powerful tool. We're going to start using a new tool called Jupyter Notebooks, kicking off with the next quiz. A Jupyter Notebook is a special kind of document that can contain pieces of programming code. We can execute these pieces of code inside the notebooks, one piece at a time. And the notebooks can also contain other things, like text, images, interactive widgets, and a whole lot more. These extra elements allow us to tell an interactive story with our code exercises. Like code blocks, Jupyter Notebooks lets us edit and run our code in the web browser. The difference is that we can add explanations in between the code, and also the pieces of code are related to each other. Jupyter Notebooks are an open source technology that you can use outside this platform. So if you're interested, you could even run it locally on your computer. So, without further ado, let's check out how a Jupyter Notebook works and what you can do with it. We'll first click on Open Notebook and wait until the notebook loads. Now that it's loaded, you can see some explanatory text and a bit of code. We can execute the code by clicking the Run button in the toolbar. Or we can also run it by pressing Shift-Enter on our keyboard. Now that we've run our code, you can see there's a number here next to the first cell. This number tells us that the code has been executed. If a cell generates any output, it'll appear at the end of the cell. Let's try executing the next cell and see if we get an output. This cell includes some print calls, so after executing it, the interpreter printed the values. The comments in the code tell us that these values should be 9 and 1, but the print statements say that they're 0. That's because we need to edit the code in the first cell to make it do what it needs to do. Let's edit the goTo function. Once we've made the change, we need to re-execute the cell so that the elevator class is modified and an elevator variable is created with the new elevator class. And now we can re-execute the second cell. Okay, now we get 10 and -1 instead of 0. But that's still not what our comments say we should get. We've still got work to do on the code to make it do what it's supposed to do. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves though, so let's leave it at that. Once you're working through the exercises yourself in your Jupyter Notebook, remember you have to re-execute the class definition whenever you modify it. If you forget, the elevator variable won't change. If at any point you're stuck or something doesn't work as expected, there's more help in the next reading. Good luck!